Thomas, who's going the long way around. This is Apo Satala, familiar favourite Fijian in his time in front of the shed. Here goes Thomas, creating some space, and well, if they don't score from this, there might be one or two question marks as to why, and in the end, it is finished off by the skipper.
And that all started really from the ability, the upper body strength from the likes of Satala. You know, often the Fijians particularly have got that ability to take contact, draw the defenders, and, you know, produce the offload. As we see here, Satala just draws in two defenders, manages to get the one-handed offload, and I mean, to be honest, Gloucester made quite hard work of this with then a 3-on-1, but they got over the line in the end and got the first score on the board.
Crouch.
Having forwards that can win you the ball back from kickoffs is really, really crucial, you know, because now obviously the other, you know, if you've just scored, you kick off again, and Satala was able to secure possession.
Stanley giving the ball some air to Ben Ransom, and Ransom will score. Running style akin to Chris Ashton, not sure whether they're going to get the Ash splash. An emphatic no.
Just exploited the gap, didn't he, Austin, really? Just ran against the grain, just too big a gap in the middle. I guess the defenders just got caught running sideways, flat-footed and wrong-footed by the Saracens there. Back to the serious stuff.
Yeah, it's big 7 minutes ahead for these two teams, and this is Steph Reynolds, who has got the pace and I'm sure will score. Just a question of keeping him in the corner to make the conversion as tough as possible. But give the ball to Steph Reynolds, who is as swift as Charlie Sharples and Johnny May down Gloucester way, and no one's going to stop him.
This is really impressive, because as the ball comes over the top, he's not at full flight, so he has to stop, take it. He outruns March, and he also runs away from Ransom as well, which I'm really surprised at. We saw him score a very good try in the first half, through the middle, great pace. This guy's fast, rapid.
And they're pressing for the line here and getting closer and closer. Picked up again by Manu Mua. Baldwin might go on his own, doesn't, gives it to Stanley. This is Ransom, they have to score, and they do with Ransom. Oh, 2 minutes to go, and Saracens retake the lead in the quest for the final.
It's a well-worked try. You just thought that Gloucester maybe pile into one of the rucks, try and turn over. They're under a lot of pressure here. Look at that, 6 defenders around the ball. It takes 2 wide passes, and then some good footwork from Ransom, but you just thought there at the line, lol.
20 seconds.
You wouldn't let that ball come out, would you?
Well, unfortunately, I'd be seeing another card as per usual if I didn't.
Saracens committed 3 players to that breakdown to make sure they got the ball back. Here goes Tangi Thakimbau, Salos's brother, back in the Saracens fold again. Now they've knocked the ball on, and with 15 seconds to go, is this Gloucester's moment? Is there to be one last grandstand finish to cheer those who've made the trip down to the wreck?
Steph Reynolds needs to work his way into some space here. It's a guy with the pace that can cause the most damage from this depth.
Time's up. Gloucester have got a score from this. Akapusi Mgera. He creates the ball inside for Andrew Bulamukau, and Bulamukau scores. So many big tries are scored in the last 30 seconds of Sevens matches, and there's another, because that's the score that snatches a place in the final for Gloucester.
Gloucester worked that try exceptionally well, didn't they? As we just see the turnover there, and it's just all about patience, really. They had to go from their own 22, move the ball to the right, came back left, and Akapusi Aguera just having that sort of, you know, that real experience, and didn't realise they didn't need to go under the post, just needed to put it down, but made absolutely sure.
And I think it's fitting, actually. Bulamukau scoring the try. It was his work rate, chasing like a full court press in basketball to take that ball off Tangi Thakimbau.